Hey everyone, welcome back to Imagination Tech. So it's morning. I've just gotten out of bed having my coffee, but actually brought already some clothes and wet shoes that I'm drying out in our laundry cage upstairs. But yeah, today is a beautiful day. It's sunny out, and it's the first time that I think the sun came out for the past week or so. And I'm hoping that the weather actually stays like that because tomorrow's a Saturday, and that means that I would have time to fly out if the weather was cooperating. This Bose coffee beans, by the way, just got from Robinson's supermarket. Tastes really good. It's I think it's it's the barista blend. My place is really messy with a lot of quad stuff, so instead of cleaning them up, I thought maybe I should show them all to you first, all of the things that I bought and ordered some time ago, and disclaimer, and some items that I bought fairly recently, so that they are all here. They just arrived. And some from Banggood, QX7 switches. They actually just came in today after more than a month in processing. Anyway, so before we go into all of the looking at all of these stuff, I would like to give a shout out first to Jack Xie of Makerfire. Jack Xie of Makerfire, who sent me, let's open it. This is a new canopy for my Armor 85 HD. My Armor 85 HD was pretty banged up. It had cracks in the canopy. It's almost being held up by super glue. It had a problem with the camera board sensor, but I fixed it via the oven method. I put the camera sensor board in the oven, and that fixed some yellow OSD issues for me. So maybe I could put a link to some tutorials on the internet on how to do that if you're having a yellow screen of death on your Caddx Turtle V2. But yeah, Jack Xie sent me this replacement Armor 85 HD V2 canopy, and actually it's quite nice because my friend Lendl also sent me one, so now I have two replacements, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bang this up again. So having two is a good thing, because I'm sure it's gonna break. So before anything else, after that, we had the NewBeeDrone Pre last Sunday. So also shout out to Jon Alzona. I didn't have at the time I didn't have a right hand circular polarized SMA antenna, so he offered to give me, and I was expecting just one antenna, but he gave me 5. There's actually just 4 now in this pouch, but yeah, he just gave me 5 Furious FPV antennas. So these are not brand new. These are things that he's already used, but still, antennas are antennas, and these are in pretty good shape. So I'm going to be using that. And thank you again, John, and thank you to the race organizer Greg Villaver, Transtech Hobby, Gemfan Props, Furious FPV. Though I only won some props, and obviously I didn't win the race, not even in C main. But yeah, that was really fun, and I still have a ton of videos that I need to get through, and hoping that I can post that on somewhere. I'm also seeing a lot of notifications from the Cavite Drone Racing Club guys. It's actually in their turf where the race was held. Shout out to you guys, because I guess it's a sunny day out, so instead of reporting to the office, I think many of them are just going to go to Brittany RC Field and maybe do their work there, or I don't know, maybe skip work entirely, which is probably not a bad thing. I think I have to consider that if I didn't have some important work to do. But yeah, so let's just go through this before I get to that aforementioned important work. First, let's take a look at this really orange soccer gate that I got from Shopee. Whoa! And this soccer goal, it's about yay long, very scientific, and it's that high. So it's a little bit too small for my 5-inch quad, but I think it's just the perfect size for to use as practice gates for some tiny whoops, and it's really very convenient to bring out and to fold back together, so it just folds like that. And it is like less than 300 pesos in Shopee, so maybe you can just I'll probably post a link to this exact model. There are bigger soccer goals available in Shopee, but they are quite they are a lot more considerably more expensive. It goes up to 4 times the price. They're around 1,200 pesos each. So I figured, let me just try this first and see how big it really is. So this one's quite small, perfect for whoops, but not for quads. Right, so I have 2 of that, and I'm just gonna cut out the net with some scissors, and we are golden, and can use that for practice, especially with the upcoming race by Tiny Philippines and Beta FPV, Jon Alzona in particular. After more than a month of waiting, I finally got some stuff from Banggood. So these were ordered back in August, and I just got them now. So this is one Baitian GPS unit that I ordered because I've put Crossfire on my quad, but I don't have that much confidence yet. So maybe I'm just gonna put a GPS unit on that as well. So it will have a rescue me mode, or a way for it to come back to me in case I lose signal, if in case I try to fly it off too far away. But yeah, so you guys may not be sponsored pilots, but the thing I really appreciate about our small community here in the Philippines is that as we get closer, become a closer community, we give stuff to each other. So I gave Lendl an antenna, he gave me a canopy for the Armor 85 HD. Anyway, part of that order from Banggood was this Your UAV UFL antenna, right-hand circular polarized. So this was what I actually needed. So what I used on my quad was a UFL to SMA pigtail adapter, but I was waiting for this to arrive, and it didn't arrive in time, so I didn't have an RHCP with me during the race, but that's fine. I got some replacement switches for my QX7 because I'm not sure if I've shown you, but my QX7 has 3 switches left. Yeah, it's in my bag somewhere. And I have an XT30 parallel board. Right now I have to charge all of my 2S batteries one by one, but with this one I can now parallel charge my 2S batteries. Coming over from NewBeeDrone is this NewBeeDrone Hummingbird Free Sky BNF kit. So it's a Hummingbird whoop from NewBeeDrone. It's fully assembled. You just need to bind it to your radio. You can bind and fly, and it's available in, this is just one piece. I do have a Shopee store, so I'm gonna put a description of that in the link, a link to that in the description below rather. But I'm not really like, one of those big sellers. I don't stock a lot of stuff. I just get these extra stuff whenever I buy something from them, and then that way the community gets access to some of these products in limited runs, like this one. No one's selling this awesome Hummingbird BNF, but I heard very good things about this Hummingbird BNF, so do check it out in my Shopee store, and yeah, check it out. And if you're interested, go ahead and buy it. I got myself some NewBeeDrone Venom props. Obviously these are some extras also in the Shopee store. This is a Larva-X. It's a 2 to 3S toothpick style quad. I haven't gotten around to opening this, obviously, because if any one of you wants to get one, I've already opened the box. It's not sealed anyway, but yeah, this is an awesome looking toothpick quad. It goes from 2 to 3S, and for the price of around 5,000 or less on the store, you get yourself one of those great binding flies. Also have these more of these NewBeeDrone lanyards. So I got some extra already. I'm already using this myself. It's a really great, very comfortable lanyard for my transmitter. So a lot of people are looking for this actually. So do check it out in my Shopee store. I also have a B-Brain Lite V2 flight controller. This is also Free Sky, and Diamond VTX from Happy Model. this is really something wonderful that I've always wanted. So whenever I get stuff that I also sell on the store, it's usually stuff that I myself want for myself, and this one's no different. This is the Oh My God Hype Train. Oh, damn! Alright, I wrecked the box. Oops, sorry about the box. But these are some Oh My God Hype Train motors. So these are really nice Oh My God Hype Train motors. These are made by Rotor Riot, or sorry, sold by Rotor Riot. The logic that I have is these are things that I myself want to use. If I want to use them, I'm sure someone else wants to use them as well, or someone else wants to try them, and that's why I put them in the store, and that's why I get some extras. If no one buys it, then this is something that I would personally use anyway, so it's not a loss for me. It doesn't always pan out that well, because sometimes I assume people would want it, but I end up using it because no one else wants it but me. But that's fine. Again, it's not a loss. It's just something that I have to adjust with. All right, moving on. Also got these new NewBeeDrone prop removal tools. NewBeeDrone makes a lot of things in gold color. It's the NewBeeDrone prop removal tool. Believe it or not, I don't have any prop removal tool at all, so this is something I actually need, and it being a NewBeeDrone prop removal tool just makes that all the more precious to me. So let's move on. Shout out to Kaiju Power for supplying me with these batteries. I got a haul of. So these are all GNB batteries from Kaiju Power. I got some 450 milliamp hour batteries. These are for my Tiny Hawk S, and also my Tiny Hawk Freestyle that hasn't arrived yet, so it's coming. But yeah, these are 450 milliamp hour 1S batteries. The Tiny Hawk Freestyle uses 2 of them, so I got 2. I got a new 2S 350 milliamp hour battery, so it's slightly lighter than the 450 milliamp hour battery. I'll probably just put the weight underneath as a subtitle. And I also got a 3S 350 milliamp battery. So I have 2S and 3S 350 milliamp hour batteries. So you know, for all of these quads, for the Armor 85 HD, or for the Tiny Hawk, or for the Tiny Hawk S, Tiny Hawk Freestyle, I'm quite well covered. So let's go on to a mini review. This is the GNB 3000 milliamp hour goggle battery. As you can see, it has a barrel connector for your Fat Shark or Aomway or Sky Zones or whatever goggles you have. It has an XT30 connector. This is a 2S battery, by the way, and a balance plug. So you can charge it the usual way with your balance charger instead of, with the Fat Shark batteries. Where is my Fat Shark battery? I have one. So with the Fat Shark battery, it just comes with the barrel connector. You plug it into your charger, and it self-balances all in itself. But it also means that you need an extra connector cable to connect to your balance charger, and that sometimes can be a hassle. And this is just 1800 milliamp hours, so it does run out like in 1 or 2 hours. This one also comes with a power indicator, so it came with like 75% or something like that. Last night when I got it, it was storage charge, and after a whole night of whooping, it was our whoop night, by the way. After a whole night of whooping, it's now at 50%. It probably lost just 25%. This battery can still do a lot of more flights, so definitely do check this out from Kaiju Power. Get one yourself, and this is a good addition. If you fly out a lot, the last thing that you want is being out in the field and then suddenly your goggles start beeping because it's low battery, which I've experienced a lot of times, both in the whoop nights or in the races or what have you. I think that is all of the stuff that came in the mail. That is going to be it. Shout out to Mark, the video man, Mark Esguerra of Tiny Hoop Philippines, for creating all of those wonderful videos. Kaiju Power, you know who you are. Lendl Layug, Joven, Jack Xie, all of these people who hook me up and keep me flying in the air. Not that I'm sponsored, I have to pay for all of these things. So, right, anyway, shout out to the cool Tiny Hoop Philippines community. Shout out to the Cavite Drone Racing Club. and all of my FPV friends here in the Philippines and abroad. Alright, so I'm not gonna name names anymore, but you know who you are. Everyone, even those who just comment on my YouTube, those who haven't, I haven't met in person yet. So shout out to you guys. You're my inspiration. You're the ones who keep me flying, alright, and putting out these content. Alright, so that's going to be it. I'm hoping to do some more reviews, especially when the Tiny Hawk Freestyle arrives. Hoping to do a review of that and hoping to get some great flights out of that. In the meantime, I'm gonna probably just edit some of my old Tiny Hawk S videos. My Tiny Hawk S is broken, by the way, but not to worry, because after a little bit of asking Jack of Makerfire, I asked him if they could stock individual motors for my Tiny Hawk S. So one of the motors of my Tiny Hawk S, you know, it melted through the frame, so I have to replace both the motor and the frame. But yeah, Jack, thank you for putting that up on your store, and I'm just waiting for it to arrive at the post office. Anyway, that is, I'm gonna just keep it at that because this has been long enough. So anyway, as always, keep building and keep flying.